cup of coffee, that's what I tell all
Hi, I'm
my
Christoph Carter. Here's your
friends.
special feature.
All because
This is
of
KimMcAbee.
yesterday when
They say she's the world's only true buckaroo because she sings on the stage with the Buck Owens Buckaroos. Hi, Kim.
How are you doing, Christoph?
Oh, I'm doing just great. I'm next to one of the prettiest girls in the whole Crystal
Oh,
Palace.
you're too sweet, because there are no other girls in the Crystal Palace at this moment.
Okay, but I'm doing wonderful because in a place like this, the ambiance is one thing. The people on the stage just enhance everything. And now, you yourself have got how many albums out?
We just released my third CD, and actually two of them were done almost simultaneously. The one from the Crystal Palace Live, KimMcAbee Crystal Palace Live, was released a month before the national CD, which is, that's what I'm talking about.
The national CD.
National, yes. We recorded it in Nashville, and we've done my first national release, single titled It's Just a Cup of Coffee.
It's Just a Cup of Coffee. Now, what are the names of your whole tracks?
Okay, let's see. We've got Dirt Road Heartache, which is going to be the next single.
Wow, we don't even have the record on that
No,
one.
not yet. That one's not out. About a month, that one will be out.
Okay.
We have one called Barely that Matt C. Barnes wrote. Love that song. It's kind of our version of the Buck Owens Bakersfield sound on that one.
Okay.
One that Buck wrote is I'll Still Be Waiting for You.
I'll still be waiting
for you, yeah. Went to number 8 for him, so it's a beautiful song. We've got one called It Doesn't Always Have to End This Way.
Okay.
Beautiful ballad. What else do I have on there? How many have I listened to so far? Are you counting
about 4.
for me?
No.
We have American Boys,
American
which is my teenage daughter's favorite song on there. She wants a convertible top down to drive and sing on that one, right? Although the wind's blowing in her hair and the whole bit.
Right.
I don't know how many I've listed, but other ones are on there.
Now, have you gotten any music videos together yet?
No videos at this point. We'll see how the second single does, and if there's a demand for it, hopefully we can get it and do something.
Just kind of sneak it into CMT?
Yeah, it's called Dirt Road Heartache, so I don't know, maybe something in a convertible again with the dirt all over the place.
That sounds like mud on the tires.
That's something like that, yep. I'll keep my face clean, though.
Now, you just recently did a podcast. Did you know what you were doing when you did a podcast?
No, I didn't even know what a podcast was. That's all new. So we went in and it was just in a little bitty tiny room with a microphone and just a real personal, tight interview. And then you see it on the internet. You know, you click on it and there it is. It's just the sound though. You don't see.
Okay, so it's
right.
only an audio
It
blog.
was an audio, yes.
Okay, so literally, if we put this on the internet, we're one-upping.
Yes, you got it. This has visual.
That's great.
You have the In magazine.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a possibility. So, if you guys are watching this on the internet, you know where we got to. Okay. Diana Henderson. Is this the lady who is Diana Henderson?
Diana Henderson is EMC Nashville. She is actually my public relations person. She's the person who puts me out there, who lets everybody know who I am. Everything I do, she releases. So the internet magazines, the magazines that are mailed out, All About Country is one of them. She does advertisements for, or puts on there. The other one, our current one was Country Weekly.
Okay.
That's a national magazine. They have an article on that. She's in charge of all that, and she's wonderful. Does a wonderful job.
So I should expect a call from her because I one-upped her on this one, right?
Or you can call her and let her know you did.
I'm going to have to do that. You have to give me a number later.
I will do that.
Now, I hear talk, okay, and they're saying that you are the top lead female vocalist in Bakersfield. They're saying that you are probably the only female vocalist in the next short time that's going to come out of Bakersfield, and that your time is coming soon. This is what I hear. Now, up until the other night when I met you, I didn't know a thing about you. I had to do some research, so I want you to know that. If you don't know what's going on out there, maybe I'm your eyes and ears for the moment.
Yes, you are. I want to hear names.
I'll get them next time.
Okay. That's pretty exciting because you know what, Bakersfield's got some great female vocalists here who have some been around for 10, 15, 20 years and some who are just starting. It's just incredible. I really like the younger ones that are listening to my CDs and telling me that I'm their big inspiration for singing. It makes me feel good, and I can hear it in their vocals. It's like, what? She's singing that like me. I love it.
Well, what is it? It's the best flattery is imitation.
Yes, it is. It absolutely.
Doesn't it make you feel good?
It does.
You know, when you get up in front of stage and you're actually hearing them sing back to you your songs, can you imagine?
I'm trying really hard. I just know someday I'm going to hear somebody sing one of them. Actually, I have. On my first CD, Make Believe, and one of the young girls here in town got up and performed that so that I could see her do my song. And I just almost cried. Just
Wow.
really, really heartfelt.
Wow. Okay, now let's walk back in time
Okay.
and tell me about your first performance on stage. How old were you?
My first performance, professionally or just for fun?
Professional.
Professionally, okay. We're talking professionally where I got paid before any of the talent contests and.
Well, we could talk about the talent contest.
You know, actually, I have to tell you, I worked with Miss California BB. Loved working with the girls. Didn't have any clue what I was doing. I was just helping, and I would help them. This was before I was singing. I would help them do their walking out on stage. You know, tell them sit up straight, or which I need somebody to do to me all the time, and help them perform their songs. And just during one of the rehearsals, they said, "Why don't you perform for us during the break?" And I thought, "Oh, I would love to do that. Never done it before, though. I have to tell you." So I was really nervous, and I did. I did between one of the shows, which is how I met Rick Davis. He produced the Miss California local pageant,
Right.
and who introduced me to Jim Shaw, which is like the keyboard player. So that's actually how I got into this music.
Wow. So how long ago did you meet Jim Shaw?
I was probably 26, 27 years old at the time. Do you want me to tell you how old I am now?
Well,
or
you
gonna
can't
let
tell
me
me
get
that,
away with
because
that?
I'll let you get away with that.
Thank
because
you.
I said how long ago. I didn't ask you how old you were.
I was 27 at the time.
Okay. Well, then we'll have to get by with that for this right now. I'll get you on another interview, though. Just tell me the other
You'll
side.
sneak it in.
Yeah.
Actually, if you go and buy the Country Weekly magazine, my age is on there. So
Well, now you see, you gave away a secret you weren't supposed to give away. It's supposed to look you up.
they're going to have to go buy the magazine. So that's kind of like looking me up.
Well, what's up for Kim now? What are you doing in the next year?
In the next year, well, because of the passing of Mike Owens, I'm not real sure what the plan is for the Crystal Palace at this time. I do know that we will still be performing at this time.
Right.
With Buddy Owens joining us as special guest. So really excited about that. He brings a lot of energy to the stage, brings a lot of his dad back into the building, which we just really look forward to. We had a rehearsal earlier, and it was nice, you know, kind of got back into it's almost like having got back up here. After the Crystal Palace, I don't know, we've got my release.
You release?
My release is coming out. Well, actually, the first release is already out.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting ready to do the second one, which is Dirt Road Heartache.
Right.
And we'll see where it goes from there. If the demand is there for more, I'm right there. So.
Okay. One more thing.
Sure.
And I want the viewers to be a little bit in on this, have a little in. And that's that in the future, I'm not specifying a date yet, but in the future, I want to do something called People of the Magazine, like a little expo where people from the magazine will come to a designated area where the viewers will know where it's at, and I will know, and everything will be planned out. And so the people that were in the magazine over the last year or so can come and take part in some kind of an event that we're doing. Would you like to come?
Is it a scavenger hunt or something?
No. It's like we'll have a table somewhere and a display. Let's just say it could be Russo's books, but don't ask Mike because he doesn't know yet. Okay? Possibly Russo's, possibly someplace like that, where I'm distributing the magazine anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And you could sign autographs or maybe do a song.
Oh, I'd love to. I just teased you anyway when I said
Okay.
scavenger hunt. I knew you weren't going to send me out in the bushes somewhere.
No. Well, that does sound like a good idea.
No, let's not do that one.
Anyway.
We'll stick with the signing.
Okay. Can you tell me something? Because I love the man. A lot of respect. I never got a chance to meet him, but can you tell me something funny that he's pulled or done? Everybody I talk to, I try to bring something up to where something that was kind of a funny experience with Buck Owens. And actually, I was talking to Jim, and he gave me permission to say Buck. I was saying Mr. Owens, and that's just from where I'm from. You know, it's a form of respect.
Yes, it is.
But he said I could say Buck. So can you tell me anything funny about what Buck's led you through, or pulled a joke, or got you into?
You know what? He was always a character. That's the best part about him. You never knew if he was going to do something. You never knew what to expect. And on the spot, spontaneous, he could come up with something, even if it didn't have anything to do with what was happening. You know, just to make it fun. But one time we had gone to San Francisco to go do a show at, I'm going to say Dimbo's. I hope that was the right place. And I was getting ready to open a show for Kenny Rogers about a week later here in Bakersfield. And it was, of course, the national anthem. You know, I was going to go out and sing the national anthem. And I'd never performed the song before, but I had the words handwritten down. You know, everybody knows the words to the national anthem, right? Okay. Anyway, right, that's my whole point here. I was standing in the dressing room in the corner, and this is a huge dressing room. And I was singing that, and he says, "Hey, come over here." And so I walked over, and he goes, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm rehearsing the national anthem. I'm going to sing it in a couple days." I said, I want to make sure, you know, I'm practicing so I don't get a lot of time. And he goes, "Well, go ahead, sing it." And we, the whole band, Will and Jim and Harry, were all sitting around, and I said, "Are you sure?" He goes, "Yeah, sing it." So I started singing, and I got as far as the second line, I think, and he stopped me, and he goes, "Can you do that one more time? I don't mean to interrupt you, but can you do that again?" So I got to the first line. He goes, "I just want to make sure I'm hearing you right. Can you do that one more time?" Of course, all I got was, "Oh, say, can you see now?" And he goes, "Do you understand what you're singing?" I thought, oh no, this is going to get really deep here. And I said, "I'm saying, oh say, can you see?" And he goes, "Do you know the story behind the national anthem?" And funny as it is, the writer's name comes to my head. So I'm thinking Francis Scott Key. I know on a boat writing it. It was all I could think. You know, I remember from junior high, and he said, "No, the real story, not the writer's story, but the reason why it was written and what the purpose was." Oh, I guess I don't. I said, "I'm sorry. It's just, why don't you go tell me?" He goes, "Well, first off, you need to sing the right words. It's not, oh, say, can you see? It's Jose, can you see?" And I looked around at the guys, straight faces. They all had straight faces. And I thought, oh, it's Jose, can you see? I said, "You sure?" He goes, "Okay, let me tell you the story." He goes, "What is the number one sport in all of America?" Baseball. He goes, "Right, that's right." So, well, at least I know I'm on the right track from the story he's going. And he goes, "The pitcher threw the very first ball. And when he threw it, he looked up into the stands and he said," no, the catcher turned around after he caught the ball and said, "Jose, can you see?" That is where that song started from. Now you know the story, now sing the song. Guys had straight faces. I was totally taken in on that. Anyway, I did it, and I sang, "Jose, can you see?" And before, of course, then by the time I got that first step, they were all laughing at me.
On the floor.
Like, that's probably the biggest joke you ever played. I mean, that just, you know, 10 minutes into it, I was totally taken. So, yeah.
Speaking of baseball, that's what's on this issue too, so keep looking. You'll find us. It's been great.
Christoph, thank you so much for having me here.
Kim, anytime, any day, give me a call. We'll come out and do it again.
You got it.
All right.
Anytime, any day.
You got it.
Okay.
Thank you to the viewer. Until next time, enjoy life.
It's just a cup of coffee. It's just a cup of coffee.